Hello everybody, I hope everyone is doing well at home. So, in this class, you are going to learn another important topic in the second lesson of political science, that is union government. The concept is nothing but union executive. Union executive. So, how we are dealing this lesson? First of all, there are three organs of the union government, right? So, what are those organs? Legislature. Legislature. So, the second organ is executive. Executive. The third organ is judicial. So, the way how we are dealing this lesson means the first organ of the union government, that is legislature, means here union parliament. Union parliament. Already we are completed the discussion about union parliament. So now today we are going to deal with executive. Executive means here union executive. So as a part of union parliament, what we discussed? We discussed about two houses, right? One is Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha. The second one is Lok Sabha. Just recollect the information whether we discussed or not. Yes, we discussed. Legislature, nothing but union parliament. In that union parliament, we discussed about Rajya Sabha as well as Lok Sabha. So this is up to the class what we discussed in the previous video. Now, in this class, you are going to learn union executive, right? So union executive comprises with president and prime minister. Prime minister. After that, council of ministers, who are none other than cabinet. I hope you are clear. Executive consists of President of India, Prime Minister of India, and the Council of Ministers. So now our further discussion will be continuous with the President of India. So now children, from this class we are starting our discussion with the union executive. So what is the discussion there? Union executive. I told you, right, union executive will be comprises with President of India, Prime Minister along with Council of Ministers. Now, union executive. What is the major function of a union executive means? It will implement laws. Union executive, it will implement laws. Who will make laws? Legislature will make laws. Those laws are implemented by union executive, and moreover it will implement the policies of government. It will implement the policies of government, and it comprises with President, Prime Minister, along with that Council of Ministers. The major function of union executive is nothing but union executive implement laws framed by legislature. And it will implement the policies of the government. And union executive comprises with President, Prime Minister, and after that Council of Ministers. So now, first of all, let me discuss the information about President of India. President of India. So children, Union Executive comprises with President of India, Prime Minister and Council of Ministers. So now, first of all, let me discuss about the President of India. So children, who is our President at present? So Ramnath Kovind is a present President of our country. So now, first of all, let me discuss about President. In our Constitution, Article number 52, Article number 52 describes about creation of president post. Creation of president post. So here Article number 52 in our Constitution describes about the creation of president post. So now president is a constitutional head. President is a constitutional head and first citizen of India. First citizen of India. President is a head of Indian Republic as well as is a constitutional head and also is a first citizen of India. Children, if anyone pose a question to you, who is the first citizen of India, means you have to say that President is the first citizen of India. And moreover, President is the chief of three armed forces. He is the chief of three armed forces. What are three armed forces? That is nothing but army, air force and navy. President is the chief of three armed forces. Three armed forces are nothing but army, air force as well as navy. For these three wings, who is the head means President is the head. And moreover, he is a custodian of. President is a custodian of all executive powers. All executive powers. So custodian means what? Looking. The person who looking into. So president is a person always looking into all executive powers. Children, listen the points carefully here. President in our Constitution, Article number 52 describes about creation of a president post. According to that, he is a constitutional head. President is the constitutional head and he is a first citizen of India. He is the chief of three armed forces. What are three armed forces? Which are nothing but army, air force as well as navy. And more importantly, president is a custodian. Custodian means the person who looking after all executive powers. So children, after we discussed about the introduction about the president of our country, so now our next discussion about the president. How president will elect? How president elect? So here in our Constitution, Article number 54. Article 54 and 55. Article number 54 and 55 describing about the election of president. Describing about election of president. So now, how president will elect? President will elected through electoral college. President is elected by electoral college. Electoral college. So, what is electoral college? Electoral college is nothing but the elected members of, it will comprise with elected members of both houses, elected members of both houses and elected members of state legislative, all state legislature. So now in our constitution, article number 54 and 55 describing about election of a president, articles are very important. So with the consent to the president, 3 articles we must remember. One article is 52 describing about creating the president post, and article number 54 and 55 that will be describing about how the president is elected. So president is elected by electoral college. Electoral college contains the elected members of both houses of the parliament. What are both houses here? That is Lok Sabha as well as Rajya Sabha. Along with that, the elected members of state legislature. So in India, 29 states are there, right? All the 29 states, some of the peoples are elected. So they will give their vote in the election of president. In the same manner, elected members of both houses also, they give their vote for the election of a president. So children, president is elected for the tenure of 5 years. 5 years tenure, and president is eligible for re-election also. Eligible for re-election. President is eligible for re-election also. Actually, the term of office is 5 years, is eligible for re-election. And more importantly, the oath of a president is taken in the presence of Supreme Court Chief Justice. Supreme Court Judge. Supreme Court Chief Justice will take the oath of the president. Remember again, Article 54 and 55, it will be describing how the president will elect. President is elected by the electoral college. Electoral college contains the elected members of both the houses of the parliament and the elected members of all state legislature. President is elected for 5 years. Means every 5 years president elections will be conducted. And more importantly, one person tenure is completed means again is eligible for re-election also. The oath of a president is taken by the Supreme Court Chief Justice. Remember, president is a head of Indian Republic and also is a constitutional head. President is a constitutional head. So, if he violates the rules and regulations of our constitution, what happens? Remember children, when the president violates the rules and regulations of the constitution, then the president is removed from the post through motion of impeachment. So now our next concept is how president removed. How president is removed. So I told you president is a constitutional head, right? If anyone is violating the rules and regulations of constitution, he should look after. But president himself violates the constitutional rules and regulations. President is removed from the post through motion of impeachment. Motion of impeachment. Very, very important concept. President is removed from the post through the motion of impeachment. In our constitution, article number 61. Article number 61 describes about motion of impeachment. Article number 61 describes about motion of impeachment. Whenever the president violates the rules and regulations of constitution, he will be removed from the position. So here there are some rules are there when president is going to be removed. The first one is advance 14 days notice should give. Advance 14 days notice. Before introducing impeachment bill in the parliament, advance 14 days notice should give to the particular person. And this bill introduced in any one house. Impeachment bill can introduce in any one house. Either it may be in Rajya Sabha or either it may be in a Lok Sabha. Remember, advance 14 days notice should be given, and this bill either it may be introduced in any one house. Either it may be a Lok Sabha or either it may be a Rajya Sabha. And moreover, the impeachment bill, when they are introduced in any one house, the impeachment bill should be supported by 1/4 members of parliament. 1/4 members should support. 1/4 members should support. And after that, whenever they are taking votes to approve that bill, 2/3 majority must vote. 2/3 majority. 2/3 majority is required to pass bill. Children, I hope you are very clear here. The president is removed from the post through the motion of impeachment. Very, very important. In our constitution, article number 61 describes about motion of impeachment. Here, advance, whenever the bill is going to be introduced, advance 14 days notice should give. And after that impeachment bill introduced in any one house, either it may be a Lok Sabha or either it may be a Rajya Sabha. Here, when the bill is going to be introduced in house, 1/4 members should support. Example, in house, total members how many are there? In those members, 1/4. Example, 100 members are there. You make 100 into 4 parts, 25. 25 members should support. And after that, when the bill want to approve means 2/3 majority is required in order to approve that bill. This is known as motion of impeachment. Important question: how the president is impeached means, how the president is removed from the post means, you have to write president is removed through the motion of impeachment. Article number 61. Children, now we are discussing about president, right? First of all, I gave you some introduction about president, article number 52, and after that we discussed how president is elected, article number 54 and article number 55, and after that we discussed how the president is removed. Introduction about the president, how the president elect, and how the president is removed. Now we will discuss. If a person want to be a president of India, what are the qualifications he needed? What are the qualifications he needed? So here, if a person want to be contest in president elections, what the qualifications are mandatory? So here, children, first of all, a person want to contest in president election means, first of all, he must be a citizen of India. Citizen of India. The person must be a citizen of India, and after that he should complete he should complete the age of 35 years. He must complete the age of 35 years. Means what? 35 and more than 35 is eligible to contest in the elections. But less than the 35, those members are not eligible to contest in the president elections. So first of all, if the person must be a citizen of India, and after that he should complete the age of more than 35 years. And after that, he should not hold any office under the government. He should not hold any office under government. He should not be employee. He should not hold any power under the government. And more importantly, what are the qualifications are needed to become Lok Sabha member? All the qualifications he need. So he should be qualified to contest. He should be qualified for Lok Sabha member. He should be qualified for the Lok Sabha member. Means what are the qualifications are needed? What are the qualifications are needed to become a Lok Sabha member? All the qualifications needed to contest in the president elections. Children, the first qualification is he must be a citizen of India, and after that he should complete the age of 35 years, and he should not hold any profit or any office under the government, and more importantly, he should be qualified to contest which elections? Lok Sabha elections, or else he should be qualified for the Lok Sabha members. So if a person having these kind of qualifications, then he is eligible to contest in the election of a president. So my dear children, in this class we discussed the complete information about the introduction of president position in India. A part of that, we discussed some of the important articles. Article number 52, creation of president post. Article number 54 and 55, election of a president, how the president is elected. Article number 61, that is motion of impeachment. And after that, we discussed the necessary qualifications to become a president of our country. So this is the information we discussed in this class. In the coming class, we will meet again with further discussion, that is nothing but the important powers and functions of the president. Children, president is a constitutional head only for the namesake. He don't have more powers. The president is a constitutional head only for the namesake. The prime minister and the council of ministers, they are the real executive. They are enjoying more powers in a country. So the president is a powerful, is a custodian of a union executive for only namesake. So in the coming class, we will discuss the powers and the functions of a president of our country. So this is all about the today class, children. Thank you. Have a nice day.